Okay, well, Eric is, I think, a genius. He's a very dear friend of mine. He's written a lot, three pieces for me. This is not one of them. I don't remember, when the Clarinet Convention was in Vancouver, I don't remember what year that was. I had that door's open. Is that supposed to be? Look at the puppy. I had a student who was finishing up a degree, and her research was, on her doctorate, was doing a biography of Will Smith. And so she arranged it. Her name's Debbie Bish. She teaches at Florida State now. And some of you know her. Okay. So Debbie put together this this recital of Bill Smith's music to honor Bill. And so she played first, and she did one of his very early pieces, the 5 pieces for clarinet alone. I played second, and I did the variants with all the multiple sounds. Jerry Arante played third, and he did an electronic piece. And Eric Mandat played fourth. And of course, Eric couldn't just play a piece of Bill's, he had to write one. And so he wrote this piece called Double Life. And any of you heard it or seen it before? Okay, so the first movement is for 2 clarinets. And the left hand is the B-flat clarinet, and that represents Bill Smith's jazz life. The right hand is an A clarinet, and that represents his crazy multiphonics life. So again, I'll just talk about each one as we go. So what you do is you have to, first of all, I'm playing on this particular movement. I'm using Legere reeds, for which I don't normally use, but it's really hard for any of us who've done the double clarinet thing to get the equal sound. And I make all my own reeds. I get really tired of breaking them. What you do is you have to put corks in the upper joint, and Eric explains how to do that in the instructions. So I took my daughter to Michael's. We found all these corks and sanded them down. She had a good time. She got to buy beads and stuff. Anyway, and I was showing them earlier. Normally you play in a little register until you have to put in the high register. Then you just have to put your octave key in. And then this side represents Bill's jazz line, and you get the jazz licks out of there. The hard thing about it is several times you're playing both clarinets, you have to start the notes on one side and not on the other side. So you have to remember which side to put your tongue on. So like, and talk to her, this is really not easy. And the first few times that you do it, it just really royally screws up your embouchure. It's because you're not. And then the other hard thing about it is that you have to play multiphonics on one side while you're playing a melody on the other side. On this side you have to play it while you're playing.